What does it really take to become a profitable trader? Is it about mastering levels, studying indicators, and hundreds of hours of practice? The answer is yes. But there is something else. Thousands of traders go through an entire journey of hard work and learning, but still never become profitable yet. So why, with all the same starting points, do only 5% of traders ever reach consistent profit? What sets them apart? What if I told you that between you and a stable profit stands just one question? A question you need to ask yourself. In this video, I won't be talking about new strategies or entry points. I will give you a tool that will change the very principle of your decision making. I used it myself for years without even realizing it. And when I gave it to a student who had been losing money for a year, he became profitable almost instantly. It all started with a typical question from an academy student, and he sent me a screenshot of a losing trade with a standard question: what did I do wrong? And if you think that that is the question that will make you profitable, you're deeply, deeply mistaken. This is precisely the question that prevents you from starting to earn. At the start of your journey, the question, what did I do wrong, is normal. In fact, it's actually necessary. You're just learning, your analysis is raw and often incorrect. And by asking questions like, what did I do wrong? Did I misread the level? Did I misinterpret the indicator signal? Did I enter too early or too late? It all helps you to accelerate your learning. But if you keep asking it for too long, it actually starts to backfire. The thing is, in binary options trading, becoming profitable isn't that complicated in theory, because we're just simply predicting whether the price will be above or below our entry point after a certain period of time. And we don't even care how much higher or lower it's going to be, only the direction matters. Even a flipped coin will give you 50% success rate. And to be profitable with an 85% payout, you only need 54% win rate. So our entire job is about getting this 4%. And this is actually where most people break. You see, to get this 4%, you need to learn how to read the market, identify patterns both on chart and candlestick formations. You must be able to identify trends and understand market structure to ultimately make an informed conclusion about which side is dominant and what to expect. And I get it, gathering all this knowledge on your own is slow and really hard. And it's easy to get lost in the information as well. But there is a shortcut, and that's exactly why I've put together a structured foundation in my free academy. It gives you that core base so you can focus on the main thing, decision making. You can join the academy for free by texting me on Telegram. The link is in the description down below. But regardless of whether you learn on your own or in the academy, without this education and the necessary skill set, you cannot become profitable. Now back to the student who wrote me. It's important to understand that he had already been actively learning for a year, and for the most part his skill set should have been more than enough to have that 4% edge. And looking at the trade that he sent me, I saw absolutely no error in his analysis or even his entry timing. It was a good, clean trade, a royal pullback with confirmation from an engulfing candlestick pattern. But somehow it just happened to be a loss. When I told him this, he was genuinely confused, like how could that be? He analyzed everything correctly but still lost money. And after all, if your analysis is right, you should win, because you deserve it. But in reality, it's not that simple. 100% win rate is impossible for the same reason it's impossible to predict tomorrow's weather with 100% accuracy. The market is a living organism that breathes money, and where there's life, there is always a room for a randomness. A large money injection or unexpected news, that is the randomness that changes absolutely everything, and your strategy won't save you from these events, and that is okay. You don't need to predict everything. Your task is to be correct just over 54% of the time. By consistently asking, what did I do wrong after every single losing trade, you trap yourself in a rat race, searching for a non-existent perfect strategy. So you end up stuck, and after every loss, you're looking for a mistake that sometimes wasn't even there, and you start changing strategies, adding indicators, and basically just overcomplicating things. And you fall into the worst cycle ever. The more you fix, the worse your results get, and this is a road to nowhere. So, what question should you be asking? Next time you finish your analysis and right before clicking that button to open a trade, pause for a second and ask yourself, based on my experience, if I were to open the same trade with the same exact setup 1,000 times on different pairs at different times, would I end up in profit or loss? In other words, and more simple, is this a profitable decision in the long run or not? So this question is going to be your filter. If the answer is no, but I feel like this particular trade will be winning, this is FOMO and greed, and you need to get rid of those emotions and look for another trade. If the answer is I don't know, it means that you don't have enough expertise in this particular setup or in trading in general, and you need to continue learning and trading on a demo account. And only if the answer is a definite yes, you enter a trade. And if you lost, but the answer was still yes, you are not mistaken. You've just hit a statistical error and you're not looking for a mistake here, but calmly moving on, trusting the numbers. When you start asking this question, your FOMO-driven trades will disappear. But more importantly, you will be surprised to find that the most common answer will be, I don't know. And this happens because most beginners skip the most crucial phase, paper or demo trading, and they just simply jump straight into real account, which forces emotions and dulls the mind. You will realize that you haven't seen this pattern enough times to make an informed decision on its profitability, and this will allow you to take a step back, open TradingView or a demo account and find 1,000 examples of the exact same setup. And let it be something simple, like a third retest of support level with confirmation from bullish engulfing pattern. Find 1,000 trade examples and calculate what the result would have been if you had taken those 1,000 trades in the past using this strategy. Is the result above 54%? Then it's likely a profitable action. And of course, I know we all want to watch one YouTube video, get a ready-made strategy with a 70% win rate and become profitable instantly. But sorry, that's not how it works. Without your own sharp eye and the ability to answer questions, is this action profitable and why it is profitable, your chances are practically zero, and that's the reality. I actually didn't even notice how often I asked myself this question, but when I paid attention, I realized I do it automatically before every single trade. And after talking to my friends, I found out that every profitable trader I know does the same thing. So next time, before you open a trade, just ask yourself a simple question. Is this a profitable action in the long run? And chances are the answer will surprise you. I hope this simple method helps you achieve success and reach profitability faster. And if you found this video useful, don't forget to hit that like button because it really helps the channel. And if you want to see my strategy and this principle in action, check out this video where I started my challenge to grow a balance from $10,000 to $40,000 in 15 days without breaking any risk management rules. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.